It's the coach's desk, viewers and subscribers. And it's a Monday morning, so you know what we're going to talk about. Our sports week in review. Interestingly, we'll be talking about the return of the English Premier League, as well as Christian Coleman. Let's jump right into it. Christian Coleman would have missed another whereabouts test, and therefore he's actually provisionally suspended. It's quite sad because if things does not go his way, like what happened last year before the World Championship, he will be missing out on another global title at the 2021 Olympic Games. So Christian Coleman now would have to work hard in order to clear his name in this whereabout violation. Interestingly, Coleman had the same situation before the World Championship last year. But actually, it was with his national anti-doping. However, this time it has to do with water. So the question is, will he be cleared? Will lightning strike twice the same place? There are interesting days ahead. Christian Coleman, will he be at the 2021 Olympics? Or will he be watching at home? Let's jump into the English Premier League, people, viewers and subscribers. I know persons are excited. I know persons have been feeling a bit of relief right now because the gates have been open where English Premier League is concerned. Ball game start. The fans them there. Or the True Blues fans them there. Or the Man U fans them there. Or the City fans them there. Or the Liverpool fans them there. Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, just to name a few. Now call a certain side name still no, but don't know. English Premier League has returned after 100 days. Can you imagine? It has been so long. Yes, it's 100 days since the last game was played. And of course, the entire world know what happened. The coronavirus had called to close a few days, a few weeks, a few months on the English Premier League. But fans are really pretty excited right now for the return. Of course, the TV fans are more excited. The fans that goes to the game, the fans that would have bought their season tickets, they can't go into the stadium to watch these games because, of course, there are some limitations where that is concerned. So, some games kicked off on the 17th of June. Viewers and subscribers, the defending champions Manchester City easily brushed aside Arsenal 3-0. Aston Villa and Sheffield United, they played out a stalemate. Southampton, they beat Norwich 3-0. Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur, they played to a 1-1 draw. And as we mentioned, Tottenham, of course, you know, Mourinho had to be saying a lot of stuff. The return of the Premier League, and of course, Jose Mourinho has to ensure that he is in the media. He had a lot of ramblings. He had a lot to say. However, it was a stalemate between his former club, Manchester United, and Tottenham. Interestingly, Manchester United bossed that game. Yes, they played some beautiful football, but for me, I believe that there was some lacking of creativity in the midfield. Even though they had a lot of possession, there also some lack of match fitness where the clinical up front, the final third was concerned. They didn't, the likes of Rashford, he wasn't clinical. Martial wasn't clinical. Bruno wasn't clinical. But the creativity was lacking because the coach used two defensive midfield. And the return of Paul Pogba created some chances. Paul is one of those skillful midfielders who likes to string passes here and there. And he came on and right away he impacted the game. He gave some chances, some passes that would have gone into the back of the net if the strikers were clinical. But I would say this is all down to match rustiness. So that was an interesting game there. We also have Leicester in third position. They were held to a stalemate there. Not stalemate, 1-1 draw with Leicester City. Brighton handed Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal. Their second defeat since the resumption. Brighton beat them 2-1. I don't know what is happening over there at Arsenal. I don't really care. I don't really want to talk about that. Now, Wolves. Many persons underestimate this team. Many persons underestimate this coach. But I watched that game. I tuned into that game. And Wolves, you could see the match rustiness, yes, from both teams. But Wolves, they have a system. Their defensive end is strong. Their midfield is playing some good football. They have Jimenez up front. So Wolves is a very good team. And at halftime they brought on Chahori, who changed the game. This Wolves team is just exciting to watch. Very exciting. That coach over there is doing a pretty good job. Now, Crystal Palace blanked Bournemouth 2-0. Newcastle United blanked Sheffield United 3-0. And the True Blues edged Aston Villa 2-1 with 2 late goals in that contest. Now, Liverpool, the overwhelming favorite to take home this year's Premier League, incidentally, they have won only 1 game in the last 5 matches in all competitions. What is happening there, Liverpool fans? Is everything all right? Is everything okay? Well, I do believe that they still have the upper hand. The momentum might have been broken, but I doubt that Manchester City and the likes of Leicester City will catch up Liverpool. I still have them as the favourites to take home this English Premier League for this season. No doubt. There are like about 7 games to go, and Liverpool is leading by far, by a City block. So it would be very devastating for a team that is playing some good football to start to lose game at this time of the season. I doubt that very much. So I'm still having Liverpool as the team to beat going into lifting this year's Premier League title. So, interestingly, there are some games on this week. Next week, in our Sports Week review, we'll be definitely talking about these games. We'll probably break down a few of the games, but overwhelmingly, I still give Liverpool the edge in taking this title this year. So, viewers and subscribers, thank you for tuning in. It's a short Sports Week in review. Nothing really hot in the sporting arena this week except for the Premier League and what I just spoke about, Christian Coleman's situation. So, thank you again for tuning in to the Coach's Desk, and we'll definitely see you again next Monday. I'm out.